Our fourth and final match in today's episode is a Premier League classic. Second place Liverpool playing host to 10th place Manchester United. And Liverpool, they continue their poor run of form with another loss in their last matchup, this time away to Chelsea. Moses Caicedo's 25-yard effort put the Blues 1-0 ahead at the break before Cody Gakpo levelled up the affair. And it appeared that 1-1 would be how the score would settle before Estevao scored a winner deep in stoppage time for Chelsea. Cucurella crafted the chance, his low-whipped cross in the 6-yard box, with the Brazilian getting ahead of his marker to scramble the ball into the net. 2-1 the final score in the 95th minute. In terms of form, it's now back-to-back losses in the Premier League for Liverpool and 3 consecutive losses across all competitions. They host a Manchester United side who actually looked decent in their last game against Sunderland. Mount and Shesko got on the scoreboard to put the game beyond the Black Cats after just half an hour in their 2-0 win. When we take a look at the numbers, we can see that the Red Devils did deserve victory here. They outclassed Sunderland with 15 shots to 8 and an XG around 2.5 times greater than their visitors. If Amorim can get Manchester United playing like that every week, I can't see any reason why they won't finish in the top half, potentially even challenge for the European spots this season. In terms of form, it has been mixed of late, 2 wins and 2 losses across our last 4 Premier League games, a run which goes a long way to explaining why they come into this fixture 10th place in the table. When we take a look at the head-to-head records, the last match between these sides took place in January at Anfield. After a goalless first half, Martinez broke the deadlock in the 52nd minute as his effort from a tight angle struck the crossbar to squeeze its way past Alisson. However, this lead wouldn't last very long as Gakpo would restore parity 7 minutes later. And then from this level advantage, Liverpool would go on to take the lead through Mo Salah's penalty. And with 10 minutes to go, looking like Liverpool were going to win the match, up stepped Amad Diallo to save the day for Manchester United. Longer term, that draw did extend an unbeaten run for Liverpool to 5 Premier League games in a row. However, whilst it has been a 5-game unbeaten run for Liverpool over Manchester United, there have been 3 draws in this period, which is definitely worth factoring in here. My prediction for today's game is that despite a recent resurgence in form for Manchester United and a relatively poor spell for Liverpool, it could be argued that the momentum is with the Manchester club right now. And I probably would have agreed with that sentiment if it wasn't for the international break. However, with the gap in the fixtures, I feel that the form has been broken up sufficiently to make Liverpool the favoured side in this one. Additionally, when you consider that 2 of Manchester United's 3 wins this season has come against recently promoted sides in Burnley and Sunderland, whereas Liverpool's losses this league season have come against strong Chelsea and Crystal Palace sides. That's why I feel that the recent form may be a bit of a red herring here, and as such I do fancy Liverpool. I'm going to back them for a half stake here in the final bet of today's episode.